Well, morning everyone, and welcome to this Thursday's virtual knowledge session. I'm Aileen from the Jet2holidays trade team, and we're joined by Steffi from the Menorca Tourist Board to learn all things Menorca. So, usual format, we will give you a wee Jet2holidays update. We'll dive right into the presentation, and then we will have a quiz at the end. So make sure you're taking plenty of notes. The quiz is fastest finger first, obviously getting those questions right as well. So yeah, just I say make sure you're taking plenty of notes on that one. So Jet2holidays update that we have just expanded Edinburgh for summer 24. We have got 4 lovely new routes. As you can tell from my accent, I am extremely happy about this. We've got a brand new aircraft up there as well, which has given us extra capacity. So really good to have extra capacity out of Edinburgh. We have just launched Formentera, so another destination for you to sell to your customers. It's part of our Ibiza programme, so customers will fly in and out of Ibiza, and we've got the ferry and the transfers all included in their package, which is great. And summer 23 summer sale is still on. Up to £50 per person your customers can save for September and October departures, so great for those half-term holidays for your customers, so make sure you're having a wee look at those. And then last thing, we have got our last big night out of the season this year. It's in Liverpool to launch our Liverpool base as well, which is great. So anybody from that Liverpool area that can pop along tonight, it's in the Sensation Bar. So yep, head along and meet the trade team and have a great night out. So thanks for joining us. And as I say, take plenty of notes, and I'll just pass you on to the lovely Steffi, who's going to talk us through all things Menorca.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, Steffi. Yep.
Okay. Just a moment.
The joys of technology, Steffi. Take your time.
Just a minute, please. Okay.
And everybody, it's raining in Menorca today, which is not great.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Welcome to Menorca's presentation. Menorca is the island that's all about tranquility, nature, and slow living. Today, we're going to talk about Menorca, and more specifically about the nature, culture, and gastronomy of the island. First of all, I will make you a small presentation about the island for those who don't know it. It's in the northeast of the Balearic Islands. Its surface is around 700 square kilometers. 60% of the land, as you can see in the picture, is protected. We have 216 kilometers of coastline, over 100 beaches and caves, and our population is about 90,000 inhabitants. As you can see, it's a small island, but there is quite a lot to do. First of all, I would like to make a special mention on the Biosphere Declaration. Next month, it will be 30 years since its declaration. This declaration was possible because of the close association between man and territory. Environmental diversity, most of Mediterranean ecosystems can be seen in the island. We have a big natural park, which is called Albufeira des Grau, that's over 5,000 hectares. The grass meadows and the Neptune grass contribute to a seashore conservation. We have breathtaking landscape that for 400 million years old, and a particularity of a small island that 2 distinct geological areas. There's the northern area and the southern. To be more clear, on the picture, now you can see the northern coast. As you can see, it's harsh and wild coast. There's a scarce vegetation, and the island and beaches have a dark reddish sand. Instead, here, there's a southern coast image. Here, in difference to the other one, You can see there's a beautiful Cheltenham province, the woodland grows, the white sand, and the turquoise water. Normally, from our promotion board, we always recommend to visit both sides of the island, since there's a lot to offer, despite it's really small, as I just said. Due to all the natural resources, Menorca is the perfect place to enjoy active holidays. It's an island full of possibilities. There are a lot of outdoor activities you can enjoy in the island. As you can see in the list, there's paddling adventure, horse riding, Menorca by the sea, there are greens in Menorca. It's an island where birds abound. There's a lot of people coming especially to have a look at the birds. You can enjoy Menorca on foot. You can go on the trendiest boats in Menorca. You can sail. You can see the islands from the sea. You can enjoy the Mediterranean experience and know a bit more of the island on 2 wheels. We normally talk about the sports and nature, our winning formula. This is because Menorca is a great outdoor sports destination, as there are sports and they also eat all tastes. The many sports events held on the island are yet another excuse for enjoying its beautiful nature. Camí de Cavalls. It's a bit more than a mere path. Years ago, there was nothing left about this path, and the resurgence of the path is the result of hard work on behalf of many people, local people, who believed that that this path should be available as a public right of way for cultural, social, and also historical reason. So we from Menorca Tourist Board invite you to discover the island through the 20 stages that go all around the island. Our culture. Now I will try to bring you a bit closer to our culture. The island is known as an open-air museum. The main reasons are the vast archaeological heritage that's unique in the world, its magnificent state of conservation, and also we calculate there are 2 monuments per each square kilometer. For all these reasons, Menorca has been nominated World Heritage Site by UNESCO. If everything goes well, next week we'll have the official nomination. Also, in Menorca offers a large cultural agenda through all the year. And some examples are the International Film Festival of Menorca, International Jazz Festival, the opera season at the Teatro Principal de Maó, and other events that are held in theaters, auditoriums, and other open-air venues. Just as a curiosity, on the picture you can see our Teatro Principal de Maón, which is the oldest opera theater in Spain. This is Maón Harbor. Over the centuries of Menorca, Menorca was a prized possession because of its tragedy and commercial location. So the history of invasions and domination have been contributed to our cosmopolitan nature. The ones that left more visible lasting mark on the island were the British heritage, the French domination, and the Moorish domination. Menorca is at the moment at the focus of attention of the world. Local and international contemporary artists can display their art in many interesting art venues. Some of the top art galleries are now in Menorca. Now you can, the last gallery we have in Menorca is Hausen and Wirth. You can enjoy the art in different museums, fortresses, disused hospitals, palatial mansions, and other top galleries. Made in Menorca. This is one of our brands. There are still in existence today many different professions that maintain their age-old traditions. In Menorca, craftsmanship is more than a trade. It's a way of life. It's a valuable legacy of arts and crafts that evoke the island. Here you can find shoe design and production that goes all around the world, jewelry manufacturing, artisan jewelry, pottery, traditional wooden boats, leather, and different other crafts. Our gastronomy. Menorca is at the moment at the focus of attention of the world for its gastronomy. The island is becoming known as a fooding destination, both for its 0-kilometer seasonal products and for the number of chefs recognized in our island. For all this, we think we have the essentials for preparing good food. For those who enjoy traditional Menorcan food, they should definitely sample an assortment of tasty local pastries, both sweet and savory. We have another product, that's the wine. They are very highly appreciated, and most of the restaurants serve our local wines. A Mediterranean treasure, which is the olive oil. There are more than 50,000 olive trees that produce olive oil every year. So this oil is really appreciated by Menorcan chefs. Now, a famous sauce, I think everyone knows this sauce, which is the mayonnaise. There is a little story after the sauce. Everyone thinks it's a French sauce, but this sauce was created in Menorca when the island was under the French domination. In Menorca, the main city is Mahon, and from Mahon came the sauce, which is mayonnaise, mayonesa. This explains the confusion about the origin of this sauce. Cheese. Cheese of Menorca is quite known all around the world. It's got different world awards. In 1985, Menorca cheese was awarded because of its traditional cheese-making method. Nowadays, they still do the traditional way. From the farm to the bottle. The beer has been gaining public, and many restaurants and bars of the islands are now firmly committed to serve our local beers. It couldn't be of another way, the taste of the sea. Lots of our dishes are prepared freshly with freshly caught ingredients like fish and the seafood, that the best fish restaurants get booked very quickly during the summer area to enjoy our local dishes. A taste to Britain, everyone might know gin. As I said, there is a lot of influence of other dominations, and when the British were in Menorca, they left a significant mark in our cuisine regarding, in particular, gin. The Menorca gin was the first gin that was distilled in Spain, and nowadays they still do it on the old way. The most valuable spice in the world, saffron, one of the most expensive spices in the world, now has become the latest success in our island, considering it a 0-kilometer food used by our chefs. And to conclude our little ingredients, there's the liquid gold from flowers. The wide variety of flowers in the island means that Menorca is really a big paradise for the bees. And our honey obtained by different flowers is now highly valued in Spain. Just to let you know, all these ingredients, they are like activities organized in Menorca. So anyone that's visiting the island has the opportunity to book and see how the cheese is made, to visit in November the saffron areas, how the bees, everything can be visited by people who are visiting the island, which is very nice and quite different from other places. And for all these gastronomical reasons, last year Menorca was declared the European region of gastronomy. We have to say that Menorca is now on the top of the cuisine destinations of Spain. So this is a bit of Menorca. We always talk about the island of the small pleasures because there is nothing really luxury, but all the little things together make it a very nice place, and we really invite you, and we look forward to seeing you soon in Menorca. Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks so much for that, Steffi. I think we've really seen a lot of kind of really insights into the island. So really nice, good, some top tips about visiting the north and the south, which was really good. We did get some questions coming through, if that's all right.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
somebody was asking, hoping the weather will be better next week because they fly out.
Yeah.
But is the music night in Mahon still on a Tuesday?
Is that?
The music night in Mahon?
I think it now already finished. I
Right.
mean, I think they're talking about the Tuesdays that Mahon in all the little squares, there are music. I can check and give you a correct answer, but I think this last week it ended. It normally ends with our local festival in Mahon. That was last week. But for
Right.
sure, they can find other markets, other festivals, other music events. Otherwise, they can go to our information office. It's in the airport and in different towns, and they can have all the information about it.
Oh, brilliant. Great. Is anybody else got any more questions that we could ask Steffi, and just pop them in the chat and we can ask away? Just wait and see if any more come through. A lot of people saying that it's their favourite island, so very nice to see as they're coming through there. So then a lot of comments about the food and the drinks and things. So yeah, sounds as if a lot of you have already been to Menorca, which is great. So if nobody's got any more questions, we will
I saw there was a question about the markets. If there's a
reliable source for
yeah,
market
I think the
days.
best is to go to our information offices. As I said, there's one at the airport that's open all day, and
Okay.
in Mahon there are a few offices in the harbor, and that's the best because we keep up updating all the information. So if they go there, for sure they'll have the more updated information about everything what's going on in the week.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's great. Well, thank you so much for that.